In this video, I'll be testing several microphones and wireless systems with a focus on the new shotgun mic, the 7-Rins MinBo M2. I'll do several combinations of using it through a wired extension and a couple wireless systems. I want to answer the question, is there any audio degradation when using this microphone on a wireless system versus using a good old cable? If you haven't seen my full review of the MinBo M2, I do suggest watching that video first. I go into great detail in why I think it's one of the best mini shotgun mics on the market today. It honestly sounds better than my more expensive Deity D3, but that may be subjective. I also want to note that for all the tests, I will be reading an excerpt from a Wikipedia article, except for the very first test, where I just blabber about the mic using the extension cord. Sorry, I apologize, I did not record a sample, but you should be able to still compare the audio samples. A very important tip, please use the timestamps below to do a side-by-side comparison, and I definitely encourage you to wear headphones to hear the differences between all these microphones and the combinations with wireless versus wired. Alright, let's get this started. And another thing I want to note is that I'm not recording directly into a dedicated recorder. Right now, I'm just recording directly into the Panasonic G9. I think the audio is going to be quite good, picked up through the Panasonic G9. I'm using an extension cord. Hopefully there's no interference. For most situations, using a long extension cord is going to be fantastic. Another tool you can use is, say, for example, a wireless microphone system like the Rode Wireless Go or the CKMOVA UM100, which I did review on this channel. So you can definitely use that setup to get the most versatility using your shotgun mic. So I connected the Wireless Go directly into the MinBo M2. Let's see if there's a difference using a 3.5mm auxiliary extension cord versus using a 2.4 GHz wireless type of setup. Several types of microphone are used today, which employ different methods to convert the air pressure variations of a sound wave to an electrical signal. The most common are the dynamic microphone, which uses a coil of wire suspended in a magnetic field, the condenser microphone, which uses a vibrating diaphragm as a capacitor plate. So I switched the CKMOVA wireless kit directly to the MinBo M2 microphone. Several types of microphone are used today, which employ different methods to convert the air pressure variations of a sound wave to an electrical signal. The most common are the dynamic microphone, which uses a coil of wire suspended in a magnetic field, the condenser microphone, which uses the vibrating diaphragm as a capacitor plate. So I'm speaking into the Rode Wireless Go, and I'm using the onboard microphone that's clipped onto my shirt. So I'm set to -10 dB setting on the Panasonic G9, and I set this volume output to the lowest possible. Several types of microphone are used today, which employ different methods to convert the air pressure variations of a sound wave to an electrical signal. The most common are dynamic microphone, which uses a coil of wire suspended in a magnetic field, the condenser microphone, which uses the vibrating diaphragm as a capacitor or plate. So I'm using the CKMOVA UM100 wireless kit, and right now I'm using the lavalier that is included with the actual kit. Several types of microphone are used today, which employ different methods to convert the air pressure variations of a sound wave to an electrical signal. The most common are in a dynamic microphone, which uses a coil of wire suspended in a magnetic field, the condenser microphone, which uses the vibrating diaphragm as a capacitor plate. So right now I'm using the Rode Wireless Go lavalier system. However, I'm using a third-party OEM type of, kind of a cheaper type of lavalier mic that's connected to it. Several types of microphone are used today, which employ different methods to convert the air pressure variations of a sound wave to an electrical signal. The most common are in the dynamic microphone, which uses a coil of wire suspended in a magnetic field, the condenser microphone, which uses a vibrating diaphragm as a capacitor plate. Right now you're hearing the onboard audio from the Panasonic G9. Several types of microphones are used today, which employ different methods to convert the air pressure variations of a sound wave to electrical signal. The most common are the dynamic microphone, which uses a coil of wire suspended in a magnetic field, the condenser microphone, which uses the vibrating diaphragm as a capacitor plate. So I'm going to perform the same test with the Deity mic. I'm going to be speaking into it, and then I'm going to start rotating it, and I'm speaking it at 90 degrees or just right in the middle, and then I'm going to go right on the back, speaking towards the rear of the Deity D3, going back to the middle, and now I'm just pointed back to me in terms of speaking right in front of the actual microphone. So how does this compare with the MinBo M2? Let's find out. For this next test, I'm going to test the off-axis angle as I speak into the Supercardioid pattern. So I'm speaking right now, and I'm going to start rotating the microphone. Right now it's rotated 90 degrees from where I'm speaking. Now I'm going to go rotate 180 degrees. Now I'm actually speaking into the rear of the microphone. So you get a sense of what it's like when I use just the front directional mic, going back into the middle, 90 degrees, and now I'm faced back onto straight directly onto the Supercardioid pattern. Now let's switch to bidirectional. So I'm speaking bidirectional, and we're going to start rotating the microphone. Right now it's 90 degrees rotated. Now I'm going to rotate it again. Now I'm at the rear, speaking at the rear side of the microphone, and I'm going to go back to 90 degrees, speaking right in the middle of the microphone, and then going back just to the front-facing microphone. So now we switch to the Deity D3 microphone, and this is going to give you a sense of how it compares outdoors in comparison to the MinBo M2 microphone. So I'm going to be walking around doing the typical test. Whoa. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. I'm speaking into the related competitor, the Deity VideoMicro D3 version. How does this sound? Testing 1, 2, 3. Let me know what you guys think about the difference in the comments down below. Well, I don't want to fall here. Okay, so we're in documentary style, and we're just watching this cat walk and do his thing. So we're in documentary style, so what I can do is I can flip between him, the subject, and myself talking, and also kind of talk both documentary style. He's really pulling hard. He's a really strong cat.
She's purring. I think she wants to eat your mic.
So Coco the cat does not like it. That's unfortunate. Whereas this guy, he loves to be outdoors. Everything is on autofocus on the Panasonic G9. So one of the things I don't like about the Panasonic G9 is the autofocus sometimes misses a lot. So I don't know, we'll see how this turns out in the footage. Probably have a lot of blurry faces and whatnot. Now, right now I'm completely off axis. I'm not speaking in any direction towards the microphones. I'm just right above it and filming this little cat. All right, so we're in the Supercardioid pattern, and it's not really gonna pick up my voice equally as well. All right, now I'm speaking on the other side, and let's see how this sounds when I'm just speaking behind the microphone in the Supercardioid type of pattern.
She likes to be on my hands. She likes to be carried around outside like a princess. Big princess.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming up now. We're done the outdoor test. We're back indoors, and hopefully you got a good sense of what it sounds like outdoors. So that was a lot of sound tests. I hope you have sufficient data points to make an informed decision. To summarize, I think the MinBo M2 sounds more natural than the other mics. Using it on the wireless Go system, I did not notice any quality degradation when comparing it to a wired connection. As for the other types of microphones, I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed in the Rode Wireless Go's internal mic. I feel like the CKMOVA UM100 lapel mic sounded about the same, albeit a little more bassy. The sad part about this is that the CKMOVA UM100 costs half the price of the Rode Wireless Go. I guess you're paying a little bit more for a more compact design, USB-C, an LCD screen, and maybe a little bit better noise floor performance. Anyways, what do you guys think of all these microphones and combinations? Please let me know in the comment down below what you think sounded the best. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.